Now, breaking down some of the data, again, according to Lex Machina, which I think is pulling data from the federal court filings from PACER, you can see that they have done various analyses in this recent report comparing the years 2016 to 2018 on the FCRA front, again, with respect to Fair Credit Reporting Act cases, 455 median days to summary judgment. 455 median days. So on average, takes over a year to get to summary judgment in an FCRA case. What that means is expense. There's a lot of expense that goes into the case on the discovery front. There's expense that goes into the case on the motions front. And then there's also the potential for fee shifting from the defense to the plaintiff. So in other words, paying the plaintiff's fees and costs to the extent there is ultimately a finding of liability. So risk in these cases, 187 median days to termination. So you can see maybe about a half a year to terminate the case, usually through settlement. And you can see there the settlement figure of 84%. A lot of these cases are settling. 6% are resolved on the merits, in other words, through summary judgment or motion to dismiss. And you can see that of the merits resolution, 1% is for the plaintiff, 5% for the defendant. So not a whole lot of merits resolutions of these cases, certainly more so for the defense than the plaintiff on those dispositive motions, which is probably to be expected, but very, very few trials. You can also see 17 total trials out of all of those cases, only 17. And the results, according to Lex Machina, 12 for the plaintiff, 5 for the defense. Willfulness finding at trial, 8 for plaintiff, 1 for the defense. The reason why this is important is because there's findings of willfulness can trigger punitive damages as well. So a very important analysis that was just done.
And Andy, I'll just interrupt you just to say we're seeing that in the Southeast. I don't know about you guys in y'all's neck of the woods. But in the Southeast, we're seeing a lot more of these Fair Credit Reporting Act cases.
Yeah, definitely a big deal. Jamie, you're out in the Midwest?
Yeah, they're on the rise out there as well, all throughout the West.
And Mark, obviously, in the Eastern District of New York is one of the hottest.
Loaded. Yeah, it's loaded. I mean, on that figure, that 455 median days of summary judgment, what's that? Is that nationwide? That's a nationwide figure?
Yeah. These are nationwide numbers according to Lex Machina from the years 2016, 17, and 18 for FCRA designated PACER case filings. So they've mined that data. This is what they came up with. The 6% merits resolution does seem low, frankly, because a lot of the cases that we read and that we'll talk about today, you can see that there are summary judgments granted, there are 12B6 motions granted, so it does seem surprisingly low, but in any event, that's the data that they are reporting.